Hi and welcome to Car Hunter UK, and today we're doing the suspension on the Hearse. Now I've already stripped the brake drums and took off all the old brakes. I've got brand new parts that are coming, so in the meantime we have these. Now these are the shock absorbers for the car, so these connect to the chassis, and then this part here connects to the leaf spring and it acts as a shock absorber like so. Now I've restored this, just painted it, grinded it all back, put all new fresh oil in it, because these are £500 each, reconditioned. I'm sorry, I refuse to pay £1,000 for something you're not going to see. I mean, granted, they need them, but this is what they look like on the car. Now when somebody's undersealed it, they've covered this end, and this one doesn't work. So we're going to take it to the bench now, get all this rubbish off and see if we can fix this. So to do this, I'm going to be using a scraper, some flathead screwdrivers and a Y wheel on the end of my drill. So as you can see, it looks like mud, but it isn't. It's actually underbody seal, when it just flicks off. Comes off quite easy. So there it is, all clean, all nice. So all we need to do now is we're going to just spray the lag, and look at all the dirt, look at all that, loads of it. Now, unlike the other one, it's quite seized, so we're going to undo this and we're going to have a look, see if there's any oil in it, and if not, we'll put some in, let it soak in, and hopefully we'll get it back working. So just as I expected, I've took the top off and there was no oil in, and it's oil starved, so all that liquid in there is WD-40. So I'm going to leave that soaking overnight. Hopefully it will free up the little pistons that are inside, and then we'll empty that out and then replenish it with some oil. So we'll come back to that tomorrow. So it's been a day now and we've let it soak, and there you go, it's free. So we'll empty all the mess, and then we'll top it up with oil, and then we'll put it all back together, spray the arm, and there you go, one restored shock absorber. Right, so now I've took the shock absorbers off and the anti-roll bar, I'm going to take these, or try and attempt to take these leaf springs off. Now, according to all the manuals, it comes off in 3 parts. So of course, first one, I've got the pin there, which I've untightened, and that's come off okay. Got another pin on the far end over there, again, that's come off. And then you've got this middle section, so we've undone the bolts, they've all come off, nothing sheared off, so I'm happy with that. I'll take the centre bolt out, because if you see up here, all they are is a U. I don't know if you can see very good, there you go. They're like a U shape, and they come down, pinch around the leaf spring, and then the axle is free. I have got axle stands everywhere, so the body's propped up at the back, the axle stands and the jack are keeping the axle central. So hopefully by the time I've undone that pin, it should all slide out, and then we'll take these bolts out and get the leaf spring out. So I'll come back to you when I've had a play. So I managed to get the leaf spring off, and that's what it looks like. So it's definitely going to need new bushes, but at least I can clean this up and paint it. They're the little U clamps that go over the axle, and that's the plate at the bottom. It goes here, so we can clean it all. But I'm waiting for, I've got some parts coming, some brand new parts, so I've got new rubbers and stuff. But at least I can clean up, and then at least I can get to the under part of the chassis and the axle. So the first coat's gone on, and like I said, I'm only doing halfway, and that looks a lot better. So I'll just let that dry, and then we'll make a start painting the leaf springs. Right, I've just put the first coat on the big wishbone. I haven't painted these because apparently I'm having new ones of them in the kit as well as that. I'm just keeping them all together to keep the leaf springs. So this is part of the brake, and this is for the handbrake, and that goes on top of there. And then these big U-bolts are for the axles, and the little ones are for the anti-roll bar. So again, I'm just going to spray them with some Hammerite. Just put my mask on. Okay, now all the new bushes have come and all the rubber parts what I ordered. So now it's time to refit everything. Now there are some things which I've had to refurbish and clean up and paint, and there's other bits and bobs like say the bushes that are new. So I'm going to put the wishbone back on, and then all the pins, and then we'll go from there. So I've put the leaf spring on now, and I've just fixed it up. I haven't tightened anything yet. So now we're going to put the U-clamps over the axle and attach it to the bottom of the spring. Now that's what was missing, the bump stop. That's the original one, and that's what it should have. The cone was missing. So I'm going to put all that back together now, and then I'll come back to you, and then we'll try and start rebuilding the brakes. Wow, that was tough. When I was taking everything off, it was either breaking or falling off. But now I've replenished bushes, rubbers, new bolts. Good God, it's hard work trying to connect a leaf spring up to the axle, just using jacks and trolley jacks. So I put it all back together, as we can see. Brakes are rebuilt, all nice and done. The new reconditioned shock absorber. We've now got a bump stop, so I'm happy with that. So considering, if you look over the far side, how bad that is, and then look how nice this is. So there we go. So one last thing, I had the doors and the wings, the other wings in the garage, painted, and they've come back from the body shop, and well, like I say, they look a lot better, don't they? I didn't have the edges chromed, I've just had them painted black. It's a lot easier. Plus there's going to be a chrome stripe that goes down the doors and down the wing. So the body shop are going to take the bonnet and the back tailgate and do that, and then when that's done, they'll then take the whole car. So it just gives me, again, more time to do the other side. So there you go, we'll leave it for today now. I've totally knackered. It's hard work. I didn't realise how hard it is to try and restore a classic car. It doesn't help that there's only a few left in the country, so hence why I'm trying refurbish and save some of the stuff. So hope you've enjoyed watching it. It will get better, trust me. Like I say, it'll be better when the car goes off to the body shop, and that's when all the fun starts, when we can start rebuilding, start designing the interior. So if you like, don't forget to give me a like, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.